Hey, this is the shack that Dennis built, and today I'm going to show you how to put together your Intex crystal clear model 635T pump for your pool. Now, before we get going, I should warn you that if you've just bought one of these, that the instructions are a little different than what you bought, because they now have a newer version of the Intex crystal clear pump, and the fittings aren't quite the same. So follow my instructions and we'll get that thing done and up and running and in the pool very soon. Oh, but before you watch this video, make sure you like my video and subscribe to my channel so you can get updates on everything that I do. I'm going black. All right, now it's time to work on the pump, and we're opening up the box, see what's inside, and we got a little bit of instructions here, a hose, some screws, don't want to lose those, a couple more hoses, a strainer connector. And so we need to put that's the first thing we're going to do, is we're going to put our strainer connector together. All right, so there's the strainer connector, and there's the strainer connector, and I'm thinking that this bag goes with this. All right, so what I've got for you is I've got a setup. I've laid everything out so that you can see how it all fits together, and we'll go through it step by step. Let's start here with the filter. You start with the housing. You take the housing off, and the reason you take the housing off is because you want to make sure that the filter is inside of this pump. Then you put it back together, screw the housing on. You only want to screw that on hand tight, not too tight. Now this here is an airflow knob, and you can adjust the airflow with it. Down there's a sediment knob to allow sediment to come out. All right, so you have two hoses. You have your outlet, which lets water out of the pool, and your inlet, which lets water in the pool. The longer one is the inlet, the shorter one is the outlet. And what you need to do, you need to seat that on there firmly, give it a good push like that. Tighten it on. That was the outlet. Do the same thing with this one. Seat it on there. Tighten that on. Let's start with the outlet, and this is the water flow pipe. Seat it, screw it on, and you will notice, if you look here, you've got a lock and an unlock. Turn it this way, it's locked. Turn it this way, it's unlocked. Now if you look through here, watch what happens when I lock it. You see that? That's moving that down. That's going to keep the water, that's locking and keep the water from flowing through there. That's going to allow the water to flow through there. Inlet and outlet. All right, so now we have two outlet hoses here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to seat them like this. You're going to take these little plastic doohickeys, put them together, tighten them on there like that. Very simple. Once again, we're going to seat this side. Plastic doohickey. Actually, I think this one might be a thingamajigger. I'm not really sure. Now, when you come down to this end here, what we have is we have two bowler hats. And what you need to do with these bowler hats, you need to wear them so that you can be the bowler hat guy. Now, what these bowler hats are for, and you've got three of them actually, you can go place these on the end here, like so. Instead of hooking up the hoses, you put this on the pool. The pool's right here. That will keep the water from flowing out. So if you wanted to, you could put this on the pool and you wouldn't have to have the pump there. If you don't have a pump, these bowler hats will keep your water from leaking out. We're not going to use the bowler hats. I'm only going to show you something, and this is what I've learned. The instructions do not show this. Here's the older models have a thread here. You have a thread here. This is a filter to keep the junk from flowing. But they used to have threads here, and you would thread it into there, but no longer. In fact, the puzzle is when you put this in it, it doesn't matter how tight you tight that, it doesn't work. And that's because when you go to the pool, and I'll show you that in a couple minutes, when you go to the pool, there's a black grommet that inserts into there, and that makes it able to tighten down. Right now, you can't tighten this down. And then what you have is you have 4 screws. 2 screws go in here, so what you have is you put them here and here, and that keeps this from coming off and losing that. So, and you can see the screw holes in there. You'll want to make sure you put that in the screw hole, tighten it on until you work it way back. You see the screw hole there? That's where you're going to put those screws. We'll put those on another time. We'll move on to the other hose. Now you're going to take the other hose. The other hose is a little bit more complicated. And this is the inlet. It lets water into the pool. And so what you have is you got a whole system here set up that's a little different. Take this piece and you're going to tighten it onto the hose. Alright, and then this will insert in here, and what this will do is this will sit against the pool, and this will hold this steady instead of allowing it to fall down a little bit. And so this is actually a little air nozzle allowing airflow so that it does, so that you can get that. It's kind of a plumbing feature. It allows you to have water going in here and to allow pressure to go through there. So we'll insert this into here, like so. Put our whatchamadoodle, or was it a thingamajig? I don't know what it was. Maybe it's a whatchamacallit. I don't know. And tighten that on there. And then this is going to go, this has got the same problem. It's got that black grommet in the pool. You're going to put that in there. You're going to put your whatchamacallit on here and tighten it down when you get it on the pool. This goes over here to keep, if you want to stop that airflow. So, and here's our other bowler hat. Yay! Yay, bowler hat. There is one other piece that I want to show you. I'll be right back with that piece. Now, this is another piece right here that came with this. It came in the same package, but I am baffled as to what it is, where it goes. Maybe you know, maybe you could write in the description, in your comments, what this is. I can't figure it out. I've checked every single fitting. I've checked the pool. I don't know what this is. So I'll set this aside. Now we're ready to take this filter, this pump, and we're going to put this pump on the pool. Put the hose in nice and tight. Tighten it up. One left to do. Last one. They even show a little picture here. Look at that. Not very thorough, but it's a little picture. All right, so we'll twist that until it's as tight as I want it to be. Loosen up our little tightener. Get it in as far as I can get it. Tighten it up. And that is how you put a Intex crystal clear pump and filter in place. And this is the shack that Dennis built. Thanks for watching.